What's going on there, fellow YouTubers? This is Chris on the Anomalies channel. I've got a pretty wild picture for you guys today. This is Pier 17083. This one here is another perfect example of what's really hidden in these pictures. This is kind of a wild one. It's got this weird anomaly in there that, it just, to me, when I first saw this, it looked like this two-headed animal. It's hard to tell what this thing is, but let me just zoom into it. And I've seen this. Some people have done this lately. In fact, I just looked at this not too long ago. It was Eagle Man 725 did this. This right here, just when I looked at this, I said it looks like a two-headed animal. I don't even know what the heck, how to, just make this thing out. But you can see it right here. It looked like the nose and mouth part of it, and ear, another ear. Maybe it's legs, hair, and then I saw another ear right here. It looked like an animal. See, it's like it's the side of his face. You can see like his eye, his nose, his mouth is open a little bit up to there. And I'm thinking, what the heck? And I've seen this thing a while back, but I've seen it again on here. I said I gotta take a deeper look at this picture. He made a good observation. You guys ought to just check out his channel, because even though you don't agree, and I got to tell people that again, if you're new to my channel consists of simply this. I don't just look at the obvious stuff. I look at the stuff that's hidden. I should have called myself Hidden Mars Anomalies, but a little too late for that now. But anyway, he made a good observation. He said that right here, and it's true. It looks like you can see something inside this thing. See it? Like there's see this weird pattern, and there's something round right there. See it? In other words, this isn't probably what it actually looks like. Even though it looks like this whacked out two-headed animal, it's not even that. And I'll show you. I've got some stuff. I mean, look, I'm not even going to move the picture. Look at this. Does that look like a perfect, like a round rock? I mean, look at the point to it. And you can actually see a line or something in there. I mean, and I don't know if you guys will see this stuff clearly, because anytime I do these weird pictures that have these goofy lighting backgrounds to them, it actually pixelates and kind of gives a little grayscale. So I'm hoping it doesn't do that. But look at this right here. Here's another one. What is that? You can see it just blurred out. I mean, it's a mess. You can see something that looks like it's arch right here. There's something in the front here, but look at, I don't know if that's front, back, whatever that is, but you can see it looks like it's got an opening right there, another opening. I don't know. And then it looks like, it looks like some kind of weird thing at the top of this mountain. Okay. And it's just strange. I mean, look at it. This is that one that shows that looks like a little duck in it. See it? Looks like it's got this little weird duckling kind of thing going on. I mean, I don't know what it is, because, take off this part, you can see what it looks like it's got some kind of weird indentation in it. See it? I don't know. Maybe it's a little robot running around the surface. Who knows? Because look at it. I mean, look how perfect that looks. Like it's got like two legs, and it's got this weird, forget about this piece here. It looks like this like weird football shape kind of thing, and it's got this weird opening to it. I don't know. But there's a lot of crazy things in this picture, but what I'm going to show you is not what you can see. And you can clearly see it's just fudged out and looks like a piece of crap, to be honest with you. This is another thing I thought, well, let me reset that. This right here I thought was pretty strange. If you were to tilt your head to the left, it looks like some kind of Tyrannosaurus Rex head sticking out. Like all you see is his nostril and his mouth. See it? But what's really goofy is right on the side of it, there's another one. Right, I don't know if you guys will see this very clearly, but right here. But it looks like it has like this weird eye to it. But what struck me weird is it comes up straight out of the ground like this right here, and then goes up, and it's almost perfect. And I said, well, maybe that's something behind it, because look at up, goes up around, comes back down, and then flat down again, and there's something right in the middle, and there's 1, 2, 3 dots. 1, 2, 3 dots. And I'll show you that a little bit more. What you think you see is not here at all. I mean, it's wild. This right here, look at this. I mean, just on this rock, what looks like a rock, what's this right here? You can literally see it looks like some kind of weird opening right here. And whatever it is, it goes up here, comes around. Has some kind of round thing in it right there. See it? So what you think you're seeing, you're really not seeing. Look at this, perfect like cutout or some kind of weird curved piece here. That's pretty darn clean for a mountain. But anyway, what I want to show you is not so much here, but what's here. All in this background. Okay, I've got like 6 areas that I'm going to show you guys. So let's jump into this. I'll tell you why this is just weird. Yeah, let me just zoom into this. Let me go back to this little animal. I'm going to show you what caught my eye. Well, we can do it even right here. When you're looking at this right here, I just looked over to the left, and I said, what kind of mountain has a line that goes down like that and comes down perfectly, nice and smooth, and then back up again, like this V-shaped area? See it? Even if you zoom in a little bit more, see that? It just kind of goes down, nice and smooth. Comes up, and it looks like there's something round right there. I'm going, what is that? So I pay attention to stuff that's almost abstract, like almost like you just don't see it, but it's there. See this right here? I mean, it's just like perfect lines going across, and you go, well, maybe they're ledges on a mountain, and that's possible. I mean, that's not out of the question. But there's just too many of these things that just look that way. Let's see if we can find these other ones here. There should be one. All right, here's another one. Perfect. I've never seen a mountain unless this was cut out. Look at this, how it almost looks like it goes up right here, comes up, goes across nice and straight, and then back down. And what's really wild is you can literally see something inside it. It's got an opening here, small opening here, another opening right there. So there's something in this. I mean, just by looking at this stuff, I don't have to invert it, I don't have to do a thing to this. Look at this one, another one. Opening, opening, opening. See this right here? These look like cars to me. They look like frames of cars, like just weird, unless they're buildings. I mean, either one. I had to throw that in because my buddy Frank, he just loves that when I say cars. He just flips out. He came back and threw a couple of the vulgar little remarks there, so I thought it was kind of funny. I figured I'd throw that in for him. But anyway, it's like, I mean, you could just see, like, look at the shape of this thing, and you can see like these weird openings. Okay, same thing here. It looks like it'd be. I'm saying if it was a car or something kind of mobile device, you would see it right here. Look at front windshield, side window. And the reason why I call these cars, guys, is I'm trying to relate to the shapes that I see here on Earth. So you don't have to say car. You can say structure. You can say anything. But you could just see it there. Just look at these weird shapes, just sitting in the middle of nowhere. There's something right there. I mean, can't really make that out, but there's another one over here somewhere too. Look at this. And you'll see this a little bit clearer after I go through these pictures, but look at, looks like the top of a window, another window here, and I know that doesn't look very clear, and I get that, guys, you know. I can totally understand that. But let me go back over here, because this is where we're going to start, in this area. But what I did was let me show you. Okay. Did this whole area right here. Okay. Now, brighten it up a little bit. Alright, let's do this section right here. Now again, keep an eye on these right here. Okay, now watch this. I'm just going to invert. Suddenly it looks like there's something standing out right here. Look at it. And there's something right here. There's something right here. Look at the shapes of these things. They're just too perfect to be a simple rock. And like I said, all I ask you guys is to say, hey, 2 things. Is it naturally made or naturally occurring? Or is it intelligently made? Even if you don't agree about what I say these things are, it doesn't matter. But, you know, there's a common question we can ask each other. Is like, is it naturally made or is it, you know, intelligently made? But you can see these things pretty darn good considering they're not supposed to be seen. We're not supposed to see these things. These are the reason why it's hard to pull these out sometimes. But look at this right here. I mean, you can just see, and it looks like they're above the ground, like they're shadowed. See it? See it this way? It's got an opening, another opening it looks like, and it just slopes right down. See it? It's got this weird line to it. This one right here, it's like a separate piece, or it's just a, look at it, squared up top, goes. It looks like it's got depth to it. Comes back down, opening, 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 opening. Let me see here. Go back. Okay. See how it comes right here and goes down? And it looks like it's actually got a shadow underneath it, like it's above the ground. Okay? Okay. Alright. Let's go across. Now there's another thing. You see all of this garbage right here? It's almost like they throw this in to try to blend in everything. But again, I mean, you could just see this thing right here. Look at this. Look at the way this comes down. Circle. Larger area, like this is protruding out of the front of this. See this right here? And it's got like an opening right here, like a window. Another one. I don't know. I'll just show you the things. You guys tell me what you think. Look at, see how like all this, I call it the spaghetti software, some kind of, manipulation thing that they use. But you can see like it goes like this here, goes around, comes back down, and then of course it's got all this blotch. But it's the white spots you guys really want to keep an eye on, because that's what they're trying to hide. That's all this grayscale crap and everything. But here's this other thing too. This is really pretty wild. Look at the way this goes across. Comes across, down. Well, of course there's something here in the way, but comes up, goes around. There's a bunch of stuff all over the bottom of this. Look at the way this thing's designed. It looks like an opening of some kind of craft or something. Look at this. Comes around, comes down, comes back up, goes around. See that? And it's hollow inside, but you can see this thing runs along here, comes up, and then goes back down, and then you can see it right here. And then, of course, it stops right here because you can't see anything. But, nevertheless, it's sitting right there. Look at all of these things in the background here. Squared off. And it looks like there's something else back there. I can't make out what that is. See it? But there's separate pieces here. You can see them. There's one here that runs here. This long one here. This one here. It's hard to tell because it's just a mess, but you can see the shapes to these things. It's not just like a rock or a stone laying there. Look at this. See how like it's got this weird opening or something like that? Comes back down. Okay. See that? Okay. Look at this right in here. This might actually keep going. I don't know. But you can see what looks like little windows, a little kind of openings or windows, call them what you like. Some kind of openings or something like that. Okay. All in here. See how it goes up like this? Comes around. Let me see if I can do it this way instead. Maybe back off a little bit. Okay. Dull it out a little bit. Right in here. See it? Looks like it comes up, goes around. Like this is the back side of this thing. And there's the length of it. It has something round right there. It has something in there. It's all blurred out. But in the foreground, you can see things too. See it? But they're all blurred out. It makes sense. Look at this right here. Since when did rocks do that? Okay, but again, it got all of this crap here. Now, is this just simple... is it, I don't know, trees or shrubs next to it? Or is it just their manipulations, which I'm more swaying towards manipulation. Just like these two sets of these things sitting right here. Look at, they almost look almost identical. Okay. But like I said, you can see something there. Okay. And it's hard to tell what all it is, but this is blurred out. There's a, looks like some kind of round thing, like a wheel type thing. Is it opening? I don't know. Here's what's really odd. I'm going to back out of this just a hair bit. See this right here? And it slopes up. Okay? Watch this. Look at the way that does that. And then slopes up. And it has that weird feature right here. See it? It's got like this line. Look familiar? Okay, let's go back. Slopes up, goes down. See it? Goes slopes up here. It's got that weird design to it right there and goes over. Two openings. Got that same shape. So it's not the only one sitting here that looks almost identical. Like I said, it, right here. Kind of goes down. Has that thing goes up. There's two little, looks like two openings right there on the end of it. And it kind of looks like it slopes down a little bit. Is it identical? I don't know. It sure looks like it's got the same shape. But you can see where they just really put all of this stuff in here just to take this stuff out. Look at, there's something right here. I think this is like a huge complex kind of thing, guys. I think this is like a modern area, or it's, I don't know if it's still thriving, but it's there. I mean, there's no doubt it's there. Let me go back in here. There's something else right here hidden. Okay. Let me see what else we get up here. But you can just see like these little things right here, all, and it's blurry and it's understandable. This right here. Okay. Look at this right here. Look at the shape of this. Comes up perfect. Nice arch. See it? Comes down. Something right here. Like some kind of opening. And this is all blotched out. But you can see the whole length of this thing runs like here. Look how perfect that is. So whether it be a part of a machine, a building, an automobile. When I say automobile, again, I mean like cars here. I don't mean that they'd have the same exact thing there. But is it some kind of transport device? I think we can agree that it's intelligently made. Here's another thing they put like this big, make it look like a mountain, but you can see there's a bunch of blotch here, and there's something white right underneath it. See it? Okay. Let me move to my next one here. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Underneath. Now this section was pretty wild. Let me do this. Zoom back in. Okay. We'll keep it right there. Get rid of some of that. But see, here's that little section I told you about. It goes up right here, goes across a little bit, and all the way down and down here. And it looks like what I told you, it looked like little vehicles or something. There's that right there. Okay. Let's invert. Suddenly you just go, what are these things? I mean, it looks like a lot of the stuff is half buried, so you can't tell what it is. Like this right here. Let me just see this right here. It's got this weird thing. Look at the way this comes out of the ground. See it? It goes all the way across. But look it looks like you can see like might be a window right here. Goes down, separation, separation. See that right there? And it looks kind of shiny. Goes down over to here. I don't know. Let me see what else we got in here. That's just to really bring out some more fine stuff, but let's do that. Okay, you got this piece here. Look at all these weird things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like openings. I don't even know what you'd call them, but you can see them still there. Now they'd be white when you invert, but it's there. Now here's that other thing I told you. See how it's got this weird shape here? I don't know if this is a cutout on the side of the mountain, but you can see things that are sitting in here. But they, of course, they blurred it out and all this other crap. But here's that other thing. It looks like it has an opening, an opening, an opening. See it right there? It looks like it's just laying right inside here. I don't know. There's something at the top here. Looks like it's got a little dome type thing to it. Okay. This piece right here. It looks like it's rounded, cylindrical kind of thing coming down. And there's some kind of something coming out of it, like rounded. See it? All right. All right. And you can just see like a bunch of little things up here. Where's that other? Look at right in here. Just these weird things right here. See, like it looks like it comes up and then it goes across. Looks like these little platforms. Look at this. These weird shapes and everything, and way in the background here. Like I said, I don't know what this stuff is, but it's there. See that right there? Okay, there's that other piece. Okay. Okay. Next frame. That's up here. This, I think, is the one that's pretty wild. See how I see this line? It just goes all the way across, and the first thing you think of is a mountain ridge. Well, that makes sense. Well, let me see what we got here. All right. So now I'm looking around. All right. I'm starting to see these little squares. I don't know if you guys can see those, but it has these like little spaces. Okay. Now let's invert. And it's got some wild stuff in here. Okay. There's something right here. I can't make out what this thing is, but there's something here. And it's got some kind of weird... I think it's just a bunch of cluster of stuff just thrown together. Maybe because there's this catastrophe. Everybody seems to have the same thing. That it had some kind of catastrophe. Think about this a minute, guys. I gave this some thought. Why would... If there is some kind of proof of some kind of civilized, intelligent civilization there, why would NASA, JPL, anybody, the ESA, you name it, why would anybody want to go to Mars? Well, wouldn't they have their own defenses? Perhaps. I'm saying this is a hypothetical now. If there was actually life on Mars, two things come to mind. Well, they have to be cautious because they don't know if they got some kind of defense system of their own, or they are all dead, and there was some major catastrophe, and this is the reason why they're going there. There's nothing there to stop them, and they're just going to go there and just basically rape the planet, or just get this new technology, which in a sense is not bad, but it just makes you raise questions like, is that possible? Anyway, see something round right here. Now look at this underneath this. See how it's got this weird frame kind of thing going across? See this? Got these weird windows or openings right here, and there's another one right here just almost buried. But it's like there's something buried right there. Look at this right here. There's something round. It's like there's a whole bunch of cluster stuff just thrown together. That's why it makes you wonder if there was just this major catastrophe. This was kind of wild. I'm looking at right here, and I said, my God, it looks like a train kind of thing. I'm not saying that's what it is, but it's got the separation here. Goes over to here. Looks like it's got another separation. Goes to here, and can't tell if there is something there or not because it's blurred. But just above the actual ground, or at least what looks like ground, it's got this blue area. And if you look, it looks like it's got an opening, an opening, an opening. Almost like you'd see in a regular airplane. Or, a 727 kind of thing. Like the top of their windows, like they're rounded on each side, got that little radius going on. And it looks like window, 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 or some kind of opening. Doesn't have to be a window. But I just found that kind of odd. It was just traveling all the way here. Now I'm trying to remember if this thing kept going. I don't know if this thing keeps going and it's just like all just mangled and it's all over here. I don't know. But I mean, it's just crazy. Okay. This is pretty wild too. I looked at this here and I'm going, what is that? Look at this thing. It's got this weird opening. See it right here? Goes like this. Got that frame right here. Okay. Thought it was pretty cool. This in the back. How about this right here? There's something else shiny. And it looks like it's some kind of window opening right here. See it? Like I said, I don't know how much this is going to pixelate on you guys, because sometimes when I do these pictures, it just gets more of a grayscale thing going on than anything. This was pretty good, too. I like this picture. This is pretty good. Let me see here. Okay. This was, I mean, you can't see this very good. I don't know if you guys will see this at all. But there's something sitting right here. It's got a frame right here. Goes across, and then goes down like this here. And then it's buried into this. And it's got a back. It goes like this right here. See that? Okay. And it goes down on the other side. Like there's an opening right here. It's got a, like right here, and it goes across, and it goes down. And then it has some kind of weird front to it. Okay? I thought that was strange. And I still couldn't pull this thing out. It's the way they really, look at the way they dull this picture out. I mean, it just looks, like I said, they really went through this picture. Okay. Let's do this. Oops. Okay. See it right there now? You can actually see it looks nice and clear. Well, when I say clear, it looks a little bit better. And then it goes down flat, and it goes down like this. And then it kind of goes, you know what I mean? Is it some kind of vehicle? Is it some kind of transport? Is it, I don't know. Okay? See it? Inverted, you can just barely see it now, and that sucks. But it is what it is. Okay. This I thought was pretty wild. Look at this, the way this continues on into this picture. See it? It actually, just the tip of that thing stops right there. It's got this weird opening. Okay? And it continues on to right here. And it has 1, 2, 3 openings. Look like little lights kind of thing. See it? It actually continues on into the front of this. Okay? I thought that was pretty neat. I mean, every time I stopped, I said, oh my God, there's something else here. Oh my God, I just kept going. I mean, it just goes on and on. There's something right here. I can't figure what this is. That's just a total mess. There's that. I mean, this looks like some kind of a jet or cockpit or something, a vehicle, a jet or something. But if you were to do this, let me go back. Go up to here. You could still see how it's got the black dots now? And you can see that actually runs right to here and has this weird front to it. And it continues on into this piece. Now, I don't know how far that goes back. I don't know if it stops here and they just kind of continued it, made it just blend in. I don't know this, because there's actually something here that's ghosted out too, right in here. It's kind of weird. Let me see here. Oh, there's all kinds of things in this picture. It's like this huge modern society just exploded. Something happened to this planet. It could have been a meteor strike, could have been anything at this point. We just don't know, and there's no way of knowing until we get spoon-fed by NASA, or these other space agencies, whatever. But there's something right in back here. Got that weird shape. Okay. So that's pretty cool. Move on to this one. This should be the last one right here. This one's actually pretty neat too. But see all these weird lines? See, it's just, I don't know. It just, again, looks manufactured. And that's why I kept going with this thing. There's something in here, and I don't think I ever figured that out, because you really can't see it. But check this out. Something goes all the way down to here, comes all the way and slants down. It's got a front to it. Looks like it's got some kind of windows or opening. See, it goes right here. There's something right there. There's something that goes right here, goes all the way down and into this area. There's something at the top of this hill. Okay, let me take out some of the color. See it right there? Just, I don't know if there's two of these things that look, there's something here, and then it goes down. See it? Or if that's just one, if it's separate pieces, you can't tell because they blend it in. You can't tell if it's something separate or something together. Look at right here. It looks like there's something just sticking out of the mountainside, or if it's actually part of it. See it? But you can actually see what looks like windows on this thing. Like if this was a vehicle, you'd see like the front looks like two little dots, like little headlights or something like that. You can see something right here, but it looks like front, side, and it actually stops right here. It actually stops, goes slants down, goes over in the front, something right here, so on and so forth, all the way down. There's something in here. Look at this. Looks like some kind of weird cylindrical thing with something in the front of that. See it? There's something way in here. And you can see where it actually has something right here, some kind of opening. And then it has this weird opening right here, and then it stops right here. There's something in right there. I don't know what that is. Like this weird dome thing kind of thing right here. One, two things on the top of it. Weird shaped building. You know, I don't know. Transport, call it what you like. Look at this thing. Comes down. Looks like the mountainside now. But look at this. And there's some kind of opening right here. There's something in there. This may be nothing up here. But I mean, there's something clearly. Look at this. There's something right there. I mean, there's clearly something here. And there's more than just a something. There's many things there. But, okay. I believe the last one is up where we started. Okay. I believe it's up here. I could be wrong, but I believe it is. Should be up in here. Okay. Let me zoom back in. Okay. This is kind of wild. When I first see this picture itself, I was like, if you turn your head to the left, it looks like some kind of Tyrannosaurus Rex mouth sticking out of the ground. See it? The nostril, the mouth, maybe a tooth. You know what I mean? You first look at this thing and you just kind of laugh at it. You go, what the heck is that? But then I saw this here, and like I said, I just thought it was kind of odd. So let me get into this. See how this is weird? Like it looks like some kind of mobile or something like that, or some kind of vehicle of some sort. It's got like a front window here, and there's something on the side here. Okay. See it? Okay. Zoom into that a little bit more, but you can see something like it's got some kind of side thing here, and then it ends right here. You can see the line goes up, goes across, comes back down, and then it goes down to here, and then whatever this is in here. But it's got that weird shape to it right here, whatever that is. Look at it right here, up at the top of this. Okay? But if you notice, look at all these weird shapes on there. This has been blotched out. You can see that, but there's something here. Is it a building? Some kind of, I mean, something. Look at this thing here below it. It's got like some kind of arch right here. Kind of weird shapes to it. You see that right there? Okay. These are not what you think they are. Like I said, this has got, you'll see when I invert in a minute, but you can see something weird right here. See this right here? Kind of comes down. It's like it's been cut out in this rock. Like this is right here, and it cuts out and goes to here, and there's something right inside it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but right here, whoops, my bad. It actually, like, it looks like it's cut out and goes all the way down to here, and then it goes around, and then goes to whatever this is, but it looks like there's something sitting right in the middle of it. I don't know. Now when we invert, you're not going to see it very good, but now suddenly this piece right here, it's got like this weird triangular, smooth triangular kind of shapes. Watch when I do this. See it right there? Now you can actually see this is rounded, and it's got these weird shapes in it. See it? When you do this, it looks like some kind of weird shaped thing like this. But there's also blur there, so you can't make out what this thing is. But when you invert, as bright as that is, you can still see it's got kind of this rounded kind of shape to it, and it's got these openings. See it? Can't be by nature. I mean, no matter what it is. it's just crazy stuff. Um, if you notice, I don't know if I can find this thing, but you'll see it right here. Like I said, it's got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things, and it's straight down the middle. Not as good as I wanted to show, but you can actually see now they're black. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, they're there regardless. Like I said, here's that weird thing that kind of looked like a car or some kind of weird building thing, whatever. Call it what you like. But you can see it a little bit better now. And you can see the line of it go up, comes back down. Might be the side of it. I can't tell. It's just weird shapes. But look at all these weird, funky shapes in here, speaking of which. Look at this. Back down. 90-degree angles. Look at this. This ain't a rock. This is some kind of something been thrown around, or just a bunch of stuff been thrown around together. Look at this. Right here, and it goes across. There's something right down to the bottom here. I don't know. But you can see this stuff. What you think it is really not. It's clearly not what you think it is. I mean, you'd never know it if you backed out of this picture. It looks simply, it's a rock. But like I said, it just looks like rocks. But what attracted me to it is, like I said, when I seen this here, I just said, wow, there's two of these right here. There's one smaller one and one bigger one. But these are not rocks at all. They just kind of make these into something to try to cover up the actual anomaly. So, but you can see the steps I'm taking, guys. So if you guys wanted to do this yourselves, you could do this, and you could find this stuff easily yourself. Like I said, it's PIA 17083, and you find it right here. And you get the TIFF. It's 34 megs. It'll take a little bit of time to download, but it's not that bad. If you got a decent internet, it won't take you very long at all. Tops a minute or two. And of course, that depends on your speed. But anyway, but here it is. You can see it right here. And this was on Sol 343, Vistacam with twin cons en route to Mount Sharp. We all know Mount Sharp. If you look at some of my videos, I've got, Mount Sharp, it's not what you think it is. And I've got 3 videos on that alone. And then I've got one follow-up to, or return to, Mount Sharp. Check those out. You'll see what I mean by what you think you see, you don't. And here's a perfect example of what I showed you guys earlier. That, yeah, this is not what you think it is. Like I said, these just alone popped right out, and I just kept going with it after that, because there's something clearly there. And like I said, if you do see it, there's something there. I'll back out a little bit, make it a little clearer. There's one, there's something there, there's something in, like almost in between there, and it just goes on and on. Look at this big thing right here. And like I said, you could just see the shape of that. I mean, come on. These are not even mountains. Look at this. Just keep an eye on right here. That's all you got to keep an eye on, right here or in this area. Now watch this. They're not mountains. They're just things laying all over the ground here, guys. And that's what's really wild. I love this stuff. I mean, the idea of this is actually an intelligent civilization on this planet, that's awesome. Because, one, we're going there. And we'll get newer technology and I use a big if, because we don't really know if this stuff's even there. But you can clearly see there's something there, and it's not just rocks. It's not just naturally made or naturally occurring. So if that's true, then, maybe that's where we've been getting our technology all this time. A lot of people said that since, the Roswell crash. We've got a fiber optics from them. We've gotten all kinds of, our, what is it, the circuitry we got today. Everything's like super small now. I mean, that's what they're saying. We picked out some of these things from these UFOs or whatever. I wasn't there. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but who knows? If that's the case, I mean, you could just see look at all of these things scattered all over this. Look at this, right here. And they're all over this. Look at this. One here, one here, one. I did as a huge field of just stuff that is just wrecked. I mean, it's just smashed. It's wrecked, or it's actually there's still people there or alive. Or, they're just not. I mean, I don't know. There's something here that looks like it's buried. Look at the shape of this thing. I don't know if you guys can see this, but let me see if I can. Look at this right here. Comes this little piece here, goes across, goes around like the Ohm sign. See it? Goes around, comes back, goes over to here, and then down to here. See that? And there's something right there, right here. It's got a separation. I mean, there's a lot of crazy things in this picture, guys. Just check it out for yourselves and just look at this thing. I mean, it's just everywhere you look, there's something there. And it's, from this, I'm just going to back out a little bit. Look at the difference between all of this in this area. Look at it all. And it just keeps going. You know? And that's just one picture I did, just one area. And you could just see these things. They're just laying all over the place. Okay? From this. Mountains. See how much that fooled you? That's what I mean, guys. Just never know what you're going to see. So anyway, hey, give me your thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think. I think this video is long enough. I could go on and on with this thing, because I haven't even finished this picture, to be honest with you guys. Maybe there'll be a second part. Don't know. But I always got something different coming out for you guys. So anybody who hasn't subscribed, please do. Give me a thumbs up. It's always appreciated. Just check out my other pictures, my other videos. You guys will find some pretty wild stuff. Like I said, I try to find the stuff that, you know, all of these space agencies around the world have hidden from us. And I feel it's like kind of like a job for me to do that. Just bring it out and show you guys and let you guys have at it and tell me what you think. So with that, I'm going to let you go. Appreciate you guys watching, as always. And leave a comment down below. And as usual, you'll find the link. Like I said, it's Pierre17083. You'll find the link anyway in the description. You guys have a good day. Appreciate you watching. I will see you next pick.